The world is a giant waiting room, a Flint West monologue. You ever notice how the world moves in circles but makes you stand still? They tell you it's processing, pending, under review. But really, you're just parked, idling in some digital purgatory while somebody else meters out your motion. See, they call it progress, but it runs on pauses. And every pause, somebody's payday. Section 1. The world as a waiting room. Every system we touch, financial, digital, bureaucratic, cultural, runs on cues. We wait for approvals, settlements, responses, recognition, fulfillment. We wait for markets to open, content to drop, paychecks to clear, algorithms to notice us. Each moment of suspended motion is a microeconomy of stillness. And in every one of them, someone else earns on the time we spend waiting. When we wait for payments, the bank earns the float. When we wait for data, the platform earns ad revenue. When we wait for attention, the influencer earns engagement yield. When we wait for progress, the state earns legitimacy through process. The world is a waiting room, and waiting is the most monetized human behavior on Earth. Section 2. The hidden architecture of delay. We've built global systems that depend not on efficiency, but on managed inefficiency. The delays aren't bugs, they're the profit mechanism. They give institutions a window of yield, the right to farm our waiting time. And because it's wrapped in procedure, we don't notice it. We think we're waiting for service, but we're actually providing liquidity, temporal liquidity, to whoever controls the flow. Every queue, every buffer, every please hold message is a small piece of financial machinery, turning your patience into someone else's spread. Section 3. From physical lines to digital queues. The waiting room used to be literal, a lobby, a line, a bench. Now it's digital, the progress bar, the pending transaction, the your file is under review notification. But the principle hasn't changed. Waiting is potential energy. Systems collect it, compress it, and release it in ways that yield profit or control. Even your scrolling pause on a post, your dwell time on a video, your typing hesitation in a chat, all are signals captured, valued, and monetized. Attention is the new deposit. Waiting is the new collateral. Section 4. The next step. Reclaiming the yield of our waiting. If the world is a waiting room, the next revolution isn't about speed. It's about ownership of time. Can we build systems where the yield of waiting flows back to the participants? Where every delay becomes co-owned value instead of institutional rent? That's what token economies, programmable finance, and decentralized infrastructure hint toward. Not instant gratification, but fair compensation for suspension. When you realize that waiting has value, the whole game changes. You stop being a spectator in the waiting room and start being a shareholder in time. So next time they tell you to please hold, remember, you're the battery they're charging. Every second of your stillness spins somebody else's wheel. But that won't last forever. Because once people start counting their pauses the way banks count deposits, this waiting room's going to turn into a marketplace. And that's when time starts paying interest back to the ones who've been waiting the longest. Flint West signing off.